We are started a live video streaming where we learn Java oops in one shot. Okay, so you can see here the live is recording. Okay, so first of all, see that here we have the Java oops syllabus or content topics which we will cover in this video. So let's get started. So first of all, for discuss each of these topics, copy first of all unit 1, sorry, unit 2 also copied. So unit only copy unit. Oh, it's not copied properly. Let's copy it, Control C using, and then come to chat GPT. It is a chatbot and I am signing in this chatbot. Okay, so here I will give the content and then I say him that uh, I Piero VID provide mm, some POPICS topics of Java OPS. So you need to discuss EACH each topic to be one by one when I say next, then you go to the next TOPICS and the TOPICS topics PSCRIB in TAIS details as much as possible. So if tier after COMPLETING all the TOPICS you need to ask, ask QUESTIONs, ask questions to me who anyone by one mm, mm, one by one of EACH TOPICS uh, which will be MCQ, SAQ, TYP type, QUESTIONs. I I provide a prompt to ChatGPT for discussing all the topics, and then he asks questions to us, then we will answer all the questions after reading or discussing this topic. Okay, so ChatGPT says, certainly, let's start with the first topic. First topic is introduction to Java. Okay, Java is a high level, versatile, and object oriented programming language. Java is a high-level, versatile, and object-oriented programming language that was designed by James Gosling and his team at Sun Microsystem. So Java is a high-level language and it is a versatile language. Also, it is an object-oriented programming language that was designed, or it means this Java language created or designed by the Sun Microsystem, and the man who designed or created this language, who is James Gosling. Okay, so it was first released in 1995 and 1995 and has since become one of the most widely used programming languages. Means it is first released. It is released uh, in 1995 and has since become one of the most widely used programming languages. Means it is a most popular language which is widely used. Okay, so here are some key aspects of Java. Then first mm, key aspects is platform independent. Uh, the most important feature in Java language is platform independent. Java follows the principle of write once, run anywhere, okay, which short form is WORA, write once, run anywhere, which means that Java programs can run or any on any device or platform with a Java virtual machine. JVM means Java can run in many virtual machines. Okay, in many device or platform with a virtual machine, which is Java virtual machine or JVM. Once you write a code in one time, then you can run it any other devices, other languages, not like C and Java script, Node.js, like these languages are not platform independent, but Java is a platform independent language. Means it is uh, uh, you write code one time, but you can use this code. Suppose you this example is based for this. Suppose you have a Windows 32-bit PC or laptop, and where you write the Java program and you compile the Java program on your computer, then you will have a file which is a common file which can be run in many devices or many platform. Different platform means you have 32-bit Windows, the code can run Windows 64-bit, Mac OS, Linux, every system or every platform. This code will run because this is the just common uh, compilation. Then your machine convert that common Java compilation file to machine code. Okay, it directly not compile the high level code to machine code. It compile a common code which can run in any device or any different type of platforms. I hope you understand what I am saying. Okay, next uh, step, which is object oriented. Next feature, object oriented means Java is an object oriented programming or OOPS language, which means it revolves around the concept of objects. Means we see many objects in our real life. So this type of objects presenting in computer in programming language which is called object oriented programming. Okay, and objects are instances of classes. Objects are instances of classes. In Java programming we have uh, classes to write code in programming. So using that class is a blueprint or structure of a program, and it don't have any type of memory. So when object is uh, create, then class is initialized. Okay, object is create when then the class have assigned a memory, or variables are get the memory. Okay, and have Java supports encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism, also abstraction. Java supports four things here, given three things, and also have one abstraction. Okay, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism also have abstraction. These four pillars are the main pillars of object oriented programming in Java. And also in any kind of object oriented programming, these four pillars are the most important thing for that language, means object oriented programming. Okay, or also Java is a object oriented programming. Syntax: Java syntax is similar to C++, but eliminates certain features to make the language simpler and more reliable. Okay, Java and C++ language syntax is similar, but Java some features uh, not present in C++. So Java is a simple and more reliable language than C++. Okay, it has a strong syntax and provides automatic memory management through garbage collection. In Java have garbage collection, which means, what is the meaning of garbage collection? Garbage collection meanings that when we create constructor, then variables which are used in that program are get initialized and have memory. They get memory, and when the program terminate, when the variable are not used, don't need that variables, also they are occupying the memory. So destructor in C++, destructor comes here and take from them these variables who are which variables are not used, take memory from them and free that memory space. But in Java, in C++, we need to do it manually, but in Java we don't need to do it manually. In Java garbage collection do it for you or us. Okay, Java garbage collection do it automatically. We don't need to think about this destructor or uh, taking memory from unused variables. Okay, it is automatically uh, doing by the garbage collector in Java. Okay, it is a it is also a most important feature in Java. Okay, multi-threading. Java supports multi-threading, allowing developers to create concurrent, concurrent and parallel applications. Okay, Java supports multi-threading, allowing developers to create concurrent and parallel applications. Okay, then standard libraries. Java comes with a rich set of standard libraries. Java API that provide pre-built functionality to tasks such as networking, file handling, and more. Standard library. Java comes with a rich set of standard libraries. Means Java have many standard libraries that provide pre-built functionalities. Means we need to system.out.println, where we just write the outputted string or variables or numbers, we get the output. So how it is work? It is defined in the library, then we use that functionalities in Java. Okay, so it is more useful for developers who develop a program. Okay, okay, file handling and more many other things in standard library. Okay, then security. Java incorporates various security features including a sandbox environment to ensure secure execution of application. Java incorporates various security features. Okay, provide various security features including a sandbox environment to ensure secure execution of application. For application securely execution, have a sandbox environment which include by the Java. Okay, then JVM or Java virtual machine, it is the most important thing in Java. What is it? The Java code is compiled into bytecode which is then executed by the JVM. Java first of all compiled into bytecode, then for the with this bytecode you can run everywhere in your devices, different platforms, Linux, Windows, Mac, whichever whatever platform you have, you can run the Java program with the bytecode bytecode. Okay, then this abstraction layer allows Java program to be platform independent. Means this abstraction, these hiding things are platform independent Java program. Means what I was discussed in the previous. Okay, bytecode, Java compiled bytecode, then JVM installed in different machine which converts bytecode to machine code. This is the mystery of platform independence of Java. Okay, Java has found applications in a variety of domain including web development, mobile app development, Android, enterprise applications and more. Next, let me know when you are ready to move on the next topics. Okay, then I hope this topic is um, understand understandable. So next, if I say type here next, then Java, then ChatGPT will go to the next topics of Java, which we are give the prompt of the what of the content or syllabus or topics. Okay, so uh, uh, discuss in discuss with real life example example discuss with real life example. Further topics, if you are future topics, future topics. Mm, so any next next so next topic is given here, so discuss it. Now certainly let's move on to the next topic. Okay, which is Java virtual machine. In the above topic we just touch small thing of Java virtual machine, which is JVM. Java Virtual Machine JVM. The Java Virtual Machine JVM is a crucial component of the Java runtime environment JRE. Okay, so the Java Virtual Machine JVM is a crucial component of Java runtime environment JRE that executes Java bytecode. It provides a platform-independent abstraction layer between the compiled Java program and the underlying hardware and operating system. Here are some key points about JVM. Okay, let's discuss the key point of JVM. Execution of Java code. Java source code. Java source code is compiled into an intermediate form known as bytecode. Java source code is compiled into an intermediate form known as bytecode. Means Java code compiled into a bytecode, which is an intermediate code. It is not compiled directly in machine code, which will happen in C++, where C++ compiler compile the C++ code into machine code directly. But here, in case of Java, JVM will convert the Java program into a intermediate language, which is bytecode, and then it is JVM convert it into the according systems machine code. Okay, so it is platform independent. Then it is platform independent. If the intermediate code is not there, then the platform independent features is not present in will not present in Java. So it is the most important thing for platform independent, that is first of all program Java program to intermediate language, which is bytecode, then JVM convert the bytecode into machine code according to the machine system. Okay, according to the platform, which will be Linux, Mac, and Windows, anything. Okay, enabling Java applications to run on any device with a compatible JVM. Okay, then memory management. JVM is different platform. Okay, for different Windows for one, Mac for one, Linux for one, but bytecode is same for all the platform. Okay, then memory management. JVM manage memory allocation and deallocation. Mean when constructor is created, then memory assign or allocate to the variables. When the variables are not used or the and program is terminated, then deallocation means destructors are called, and destructors take the memory from that unused variables. Okay, and here unused variables from them take the memory. It is not needed manually to not doing manually by the programmer. It is doing by the garbage collection and system by the garbage collector, which is present in Java. This helps in automatic memory management, relieving developers from manual memory handling. This helps in automatic memory management, relieving developers from manual memory handling. I hope you understand what's going on in memory management. Platform independence. JVM plays a crucial role in achieving Java's platform independence. As long as there is a JVM for a specific platform, Java applications can run on that platform without modification. Okay, JVM plays a crucial role or Java virtual machine plays a crucial role in achieving Java's platform independence. As long as there is a Java virtual machine for a specific platform, Java application can run on that platform without modification. Okay, just in time compiler, JIT means just in time compiler. JVM uses a just in time compiler to convert bytecode into native machine code at runtime. Okay, JVM uses a just in time compiler. JVM use J compiler is just in time compiler, which is the short form is JIT compiler, which convert the code into bytecode. Okay, no, convert bytecode into native machine code means uh, your computer is Windows 64-bit or Linux or Mac. Then according to that, uh, JVM uses compiler, just-in-time compiler, convert the bytecode into native machine code. Okay, at runtime means when program is run. Okay, runtime. This can lead to improved performance compared to pure interpretation. Okay, it is improved the performance. Java native interface, Java native interface, JNI. Okay, JNI allows Java code to call and be called by applications and libraries written in other languages, enhancing the interoperability interoperability of Java with native code. Okay, then security, JVM includes various security features such as the bytecode verifier to ensure that code loaded into the JVM does not violate security constraints. Okay, now what we will learn or discuss in the JVM topics, let's learn let's see an example, real life example of that topics. Okay, consider a scenario where a Java developer creates a desktop application. Consider a scenario where a Java developer creates a desktop application. Let's assume that a Java developer who is developing a desktop application, okay, using Java swing for the user interface. For user interface, the developer is used Java Swing for user interface. Then Java compiled Java byte the compiled Java bytecode is then distributed to user. The compiled Java bytecode, which is compiled by the Java compiler, which bytecode is then distributed to user. Okay, then regardless of whether users are running the application on Windows, Mac OS or Linux, the Java application runs smoothly because each operating system has its own JVM that interprets the executes the bytecode. Here, um, attach the bytecode which will run by their JVM, which is different of every system or platform. Okay, which will compile the bytecode into their native machine code, which we will discuss in JIT, Java just in time compiler. Okay, now let let me know you when you are ready to move on to the next topic, object oriented principles. So this topic is now understandable. Java virtual machine, which is JVM, and in JVM has a compiler which is just in time compiler, which compiles the bytecode into machine code. Okay, native machine code. Then go to the next topic. So let's go to the next topic, object oriented principles. So just type, I need to type here next, then it will go into the next topic. So next topic is displayed here. ChatGPT is very fast. If you say him doing something, it will do it for you very fast. Okay, and if you use it in your study or in your daily life, then you can improve yourself much better than other using other things. Okay, so use it for developing yourself or uh, uh, what I will say here. Mm, productive use productivity, improve your productivity, build your productivity for use with using the ChatGPT. If you use ChatGPT, then you can improve much more productivity, or productively you can study things. Okay, so discuss this topic. Object oriented principles. Object oriented programming, it is not object oriented programming, it is object oriented principles. Okay, object oriented programming's principles. So let's discuss it. Java is an object oriented programming. Java is an object oriented programming language, mean oops language, which in short form listen we listen it everywhere. Oops, oops, oops in this time. Okay, which means it is centered around the concept of objects. Objects. It is the main focus or centered focused is object, which will which is the real life object which we are using in our daily life, which is which will be which can be which not will be which can be books, pens, bottles, everything, what mobiles, laptops, what you are using in your real life, all the things are object, and these things can expressed in the programming world, which is called object oriented programming. It's so easy. Okay, so which means it is just centered around the concept of objects. Now, object-oriented programming is based on a few key principles that guide the design and implementation of software. Object-oriented programming is based on a few key principles that guide the design and implementation of software. Here are the core principles of OOPS. Some principles are provided below. So let's discuss each of topic. Which are the more four pillars? Here we are just, we has discussed in the previous. The four pillars in object-oriented programming is encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. Okay, first of all, describe the discuss the encapsulation. Encapsulation involves building the data, means attributes and methods, functions, which call functions, that operate on the data into a single unit known as a class. It first of all, discuss this one sentence, which is encapsulation involves building the data, means attributes and methods, functions, that operates on the data into a single unit known as a class. Means in a class, uh, in encapsulation, in a class combine or bind two things, which are data and methods. Data means attributes, which will variables, and methods mean functions, which are used in a class. Okay, bind in a class data and methods which will bind in a class, that is called encapsulation. Okay, for that you can't access from the outside of that class. Okay, that variables. So it is the fund of encapsulation. It restricts direct access to some of the object's components, and can prevent the accidental modification of data. You can't modify the data, means attributes from the outside of that class. Okay, so it is the security. providing by the encapsulation and structured, full structured wise programming or coding, which will provide the encapsulation. Okay, then the next pillar is, or next principle is inheritance. What do you mean by inheritance allow a class to inherit properties and behaviors from another class. Means in inheritance, we in a Java program, first of all we um, create a class which is animal. Let's suppose which is animal class, and then in the below we define a class or create a class which is dog class. So dog is a animal, but all animals not dog, but all dogs are animal. Okay, so animals is the parent class or base class, but dog is the child class. Okay, dog inherits some properties from the animal class, which is the base class. Means dog also animal, so animals eating, so animals can eat, so that property also have dog, because dog also a animal, dog can eat. So this property inherit from the animal class, which is the base class. So for that, for polymorphism, code reusability is the biggest thing here, and means we need to rewrite the same code again and again. We can reuse the code define once and use the code in the program everywhere, because the polymorphism is here. Inherit this uh, uh, declare in a class some properties and methods, and use them in another class which need that properties, and also this class child class have some own properties. Okay, so then it enables a single interface. uh, inheritance polymorphism, not the class that is inherited from is called the superclass or base class. Okay, here is the term superclass, also it is called a base class or parent class also. Okay, and the class that inherits it called the subclass child class. Okay, also called. This promotes code reusability and establishes a hierarchical relationship between classes. Okay, then polymorphism, the next pillar, the number 3 pillar of object oriented programming is polymorphism allows objects of different classes to be treated as objects of a common superclasses. Okay, it enables a single interface to represent different types of objects. Polymorphism can be achieved through method overloading and method overriding. Means have same name, function name are same, but their parameters should be different, and function name same, but their return type are different. This thing is called polymorphism, means many forms of one thing. uh, let's suppose have a function sum which add the numbers. Okay, first of all, the sum return type would be void. The sum function return type would be void, int, float. Okay, many things. uh, Another thing can happen here. The sum function has name same in different classes, but it has the different parameters, which will two integer parameter in a sum function. Another is two integer parameter, one float parameter, one is one string parameter, one integer parameter, like this. Now name is the same, but parameters should be different, or the return type should be different. This is called polymorphism. Means the function name would be same, but the parameters or the return type would be different. Okay, so discuss the next topic, which is abstraction. Abstraction involves specifying complex systems by modifying classes based on the essential properties and behaviors they share. Abstract classes and inheritance are used to achieve abstraction in Java. So let's take a real life example on it. Abstraction. You all are have Facebook account. We all are have Facebook account, but only I can see my Facebook account. Okay, I can see my Facebook account password and password. So it not public, it is private. Means only I can access that password, but you can't access my Facebook account password. So this is called abstraction. Means what needed user, that is shown to them, and which will not needed to show them, that things are not showing the user. Okay, what's going on? Let's suppose in a car you just drive a car, but you can't you don't know how the car is going on, how the engine is works. Okay, which component is work on engine. Okay, from where the um, oil or petrol is going, and how the petrol use the engine and then create the energy, and the car is running. This is, you don't need to know, you just drive the car. You need to check the petrol is present or not, that car, and you can drive the car. That the that thing. And but you don't need to know the complex things. So that complex things are hidden from you, and you just see the hand steerings and switch everything, but you don't need to know how they work. That is called abstraction. Okay, so let's take a real life example of the whole um, topic, which is object oriented principles. Okay, or pillars, which is four pillars: inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism, and encapsulation. Four pillars. Okay, consider a real world example of a car in an object. Here also the same um, example. Consider a real world example of a car in an object oriented approach. A car can be represented as an object with attributes like make, model, and color, and methods like start, top, and accelerates, accelerator, accelerate. Okay, this encapsulation of data and behavior into a single unit car object is a fundamental concept of oops. In a car have some is required components which are combined in this car or in that car, which is called encapsulation. Then inheritance can be illustrated by creating subclasses of for specific type of cars, such as sedan and SUV, inheriting common properties from the general car class. Okay, in a car, we need four wheels. Okay, so all the cars have four um, wheels, have a steering. All the cars have a in different name car have also steering. So this is called inheritance. Okay. Polymorphism allows a method like drive to be implemented differently for each type of car. It same method The same method name is used, but the behavior varies depending on the specific type of car. Okay, same name, but his response would be, or behavior would be different, should be different. Okay, this is called polymorph freedom. So this is the topic of this explanation of object oriented principles, where have four pillars: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. So let's move on to the next topic. So if I say to the um, to the ChatGPT, that next, if I type here next, just next, then ChatGPT will provide me the next topic, which will objects, here written here, objects and classes. So I recommend you to ChatGPT to use it and build your productivity than other students, other peoples, which uh, who don't use the chat gpt or ai for developing their productivity, because ai is more powerful than human, so you can use it for your productivity, developing your productivity, but don't use chat gpt used to you. Okay, you use the chat gpt or ai. Okay, so try it. So next, if I click, say enter next, then it will provide, it provides me the object and classes, okay, with examples and codes. So let's see what's have in this topic. Okay, objects and classes. In Java, everything is an object and classes are the blueprint. In Java, everything is an object and classes. So it is called object oriented programming, because here have objects and classes only, everything you can see which things all are objects and classes. Okay, are the blueprints, objects and classes are the blueprints. Classes is the blueprint, are the classes are the blueprints of for creating objects, means classes are the blueprints, means a design of a car. You design a car in a paper with pencil, and this is called blueprint or class. When you execute that car using materials to um, drive the car or run the car, then it is called object. When it is ready for running, okay, then it is called object, and when it is in paper or in mind, then it is called class or blueprint. I hope this example is clear your confusion. Okay, then a class is a user defined data type. Class is user defined data type, and that encapsulates data attributes and the methods or means functions that operate on the data. Okay, so class can uh, a class encapsulates, mean binds the data and methods. Data means attributes, methods mean functions. Attributes means like variables, okay, and functions, methods mean functions, which we will declare in the class. Okay, our class uh, encapsulates that two things in a single unit. This is called class. Okay, then which operates on data. If you provide data, then class will operate. Objects are instances of classes. Objects are instances, means representation of class. Okay, class is in your mind or paper, in a paper, but object is when you execute that plan or that design, execute for running in road, the car which called object. Okay, here are the key concepts related to the objects and classes in Java. So let's discuss the key concepts of Java. First one is class declaration. How can we declare a class? Okay, create a class in Java. So let's see that thing. In Java, a class is declared using the class keyword. For declaring a class, we need class keyword, which look like that class, small letter. Then it defines the attributes and methods that the objects created from the class will have. It defines the attributes and methods that the objects created from the class will have. Okay, so first of all, public class car, this is the class keyword you can see here, and this is the user defined class name. Okay, user defined function, which called user defined variables, or function, it is um, here user defined data type means, okay, class is a user defined data type. Okay, car data type is class. Okay, here have attributes means variables, string, make, string model, string color, string type, three variables which called attributes. Okay, then methods mean functions which are defined here. Void start, void accelerate, these are two methods of that class. Here data members means data or attributes are these things, and the methods are or functions are these things. So these are combined in a class called car. In a car class, these two things of methods and attributes are combined or encapsulated in a class. Okay, I hope you understand what we are discussed in the above topic. Okay, so next move on to the next topic, which is object instantiation. Okay, objects are instances of classes. To use a class and its methods, you need to create an object of that class using the new keyword. We can create the class object using the new keyword, and the car is a um, constructor name which will be the same name as the class name. Okay, constructor name is the same name of the class name, and constructor don't have any kind of return type. Okay, it is without return type. Okay, this car constructor which initialize in my car object using new keyword. Okay, then go to the next topic, which is key concept, not topic, as a accessing members, sorry for the pronunciation, accessing members. The members means attributes and methods of a class can be accessed using the dot operator. The members means attributes and methods which are which are declared or defines in a class, attributes and methods which are declared in a class, we can access them using the object my car, it is an object name, and car type classes object name my car, and a new keyword is used to assign the memory to that class variables, and car is the constructor which is initialize the variables. Okay, and this mycar object, through this mycar object and using this dot operator, we can use the attributes or variables and methods which are declared in car class. Okay, so my car is object and dot, and then using dot we can access make property, which is a string type. So here Toyota and model Camry, and my car dot color is blue. This type are provide, and then my car dot start, this function is called here. Start method is defined, so we can call the start function using that object, uh, through this object using dot operator. I hope you understand. Your confusion will clear in a class when we um, see the full program of a pro- full program of a topic. Okay, where here where define the one class and his object, and then through this object we can call the properties or methods uh, that will later. Okay, so next move on to the next topic. Constructor. A constructor is a special method used for initializing objects. It has the same name as the class name, and which we are already discussed, and is called when an object is created. When object create, then it is called automatically. It don't need to call manually. Okay, also I telling you that the thing constructor have three type of constructor. One is default constructor, second is parameterized constructor, and third is copy constructor. Three constructors are there. Different default constructor is created automatically. You create or not create, it is automatically created, okay, and automatically called. Then the next constructor is parameterized constructor, where you can see this is a parameterized constructor. Okay, it don't have a return type. Car don't have return type. It is the accessing method, which is public private protected is the accessing method. Means if the car is public, then you can access it from the outside of that class. Okay, if it is private, then you can't access from the outside of that class, and if it is protected, then you can call the um, class from the outside, or use that class use that constructor using print function or inheritance. Okay, so there are three type of access modifier. This is called access modifier. This is not a return type. Okay, so car don't have return type. Return type is int, void, string, float. These are the return types. Okay, car don't have any return types, and if constructor have some parameter, or constructor takes some parameter, then it is called copy constructor. Not copy constructor, it is called parameterized constructor. Okay, then here uh, in a car class we create a car constructor, which name is the same as car name, and then have string make, three variables we initialize, which is make, model, and color. We don't create this variable here, we just initialize the variable as take as parameter, then initialize with the this keyword variable. Okay, in this here we declared the variables, which is string make, string model, string car, the color. And so in this class, so this keyword is used, and using dot operator we can access that variables, and then we define or initialize the parameter value in that attributes or variables. Okay, this is that our constructor is used for initializing the variables value. Okay, so and then we can um, parameterized constructor, how we will call. Then car, it is a class name, my car is object name, and using equal to sign. And new keyword, we assign memory to that object and that class variables. And car is the constructor and have three return type, three parameters, which Toyota, Camry and Blue. Okay, which pass from here, make, model and color. Then these properties are initialized with the class property, class attributes. Okay, then real life example discuss. Imagine you have a class called person with attributes like name and age and methods like eat and sleep. You can create objects of this class representing different individuals, each with their own name, age and behaviors. The class serves as a blueprint for creating instances, means objects that share common properties and behaviors. I hope you understand this topic properly. So let's going to the next topic, which will be the Java keywords. So let's write the next keyword here for the next topics discusses or explanation. So hit enter and you can see the content which will generate by the artificial intelligence, means AI chatbot, which name is ChatGPT, and I use the version which is free 3.5 version. Okay, so Java keywords. In Java, in every language have some keywords or reserved keywords which you can't use, don't mean you can't use in your program as a variable name, function name of that uh, keywords. Okay, in Java, keywords are reserved words that have a specific meaning and cannot be used as identifiers name for variables, classes, methods, etc. Means these are defined in a library where these things are defined or declared. So you can't use them. It in these keywords have some meaning in Java. So if you write that keyword, then Java compiler uh, understand that meaning which are defined, already defined in Java. So if you again try to define on that very that keyword, then it will give you an error. So you can't use that keyword names. Okay, these are reserved by the Java language. I hope you understand it. These keywords are an essential part of the language's syntax and have predefined functionalities. Here are some important Java keywords. So let's see which are the important Java keywords. One, public, private, protected. These are access modifiers names which are reserved by the Java keyword. Java, which are keywords used for access control, means access modifier in determining the visibility of class. Class will private, protected or public. Which one? Methods mean functions. You can also use them in function um, before function name and variable names. Okay, class declares a class. Using this class keyword, we can declare a class. Okay, it is also a reserved keyword. Void means indicates that a method does not return any value. This is called void. It is also a return. It is also a mm, reserved keyword. Static means used to create class, methods and variables. Static keyword. Final keyword declares a constant, a method that cannot be overridden or a class that cannot be extended. Okay, final keyword. It is also important thing for exam. It declares a constant, a method that cannot be overridden, or a class that cannot be extended. Okay, then abstract keyword, which declares an abstract keyword or method, then extends and implementation. These keywords are used in inheritance respectively. Then this keyword also in extends. We have four type of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and um, one more inheritance. But interface, these things are extends keyword used, and in implements keyword used for multiple inheritance in Java. In C++, have the same thing in inheritance, but using in Java, in case of Java, if we need to use the multiple inheritance concept, then we need to use implements keywords instance of extend keywords. Okay, then this keyword, we see that this keyword use of that class have some variable names which are declared, and if we want to assign something on that variables, then we can access them using this dot name. Okay, so for that this keyword is used, refers to the current object. Okay, super keyword refers to the super class. If a class is super class, then super keyword is used. Okay, if, else, switch, case, default, used for conditional branching and switching. When we use conditional statement in Java, then these keywords are used: if, else, switch, case, and default. Okay, for, while, do, looping statement, these are for loop, while loop, do loop, do while loop also, and these keywords are reserved keyword. Break and continue, also these keywords are reserved keyword, but used for breaking out of loops or skip the current iteration using continue keyword. Okay, return, exists a method and return a value. Exits a method and returns a value. Try, catch, finally, these are using for exception handling. Throw and throws an exception or declares exception that a method might throw. And then real life example, suppose you have a class representing a geometry calculator. You might use keywords like public, class, static, void, return, if, else, etc. in your code to define methods, control access, mean access modifier, public, private, protected, and manage the program's flow. Okay, so if this is completed, then go to the next topic. So the next topic is variable data types and literals in Java. So type next here. You will see the next topic is provided by the chat GPT here. So let's discuss it. How many uh, things are there? Let's see. Objects, keywords, variable data types, and literals in Java. These topics are running, and then string operator and casting, then control of flow, selection statement, iteration statement, command line, argument. These things are there. So let's fast study fast. Certainly, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, variable data types and literals in Java. In Java, variables are containers for storing data. Variables like containers. If you want to store some water, you need to container like bottle, balti, and other things. And if you want to store some books, you need to one almirah and many other things. Okay, this is called variables, storing data in a container. Okay, and each variables must be declared with a specific data type. Each variables have some data type, so you need to declare a data type when you want to create a variable. Okay, data types specify the size and type of values that can be stored in a variable. Mm, if you uh, uh, by providing the data type, you will say that this type of value is stored in this container, and its size is like this. Okay, and then literals values are the actual values assigned to variables. Here are the key concepts related to variables, data types, and literals. So let's discuss variable declaration. How can you declare a variable in Java? Variables are declared by specifying the data type followed by the variable name. Means int. Here you can see int is a data type, and age is a user defined, age is a variable name, and int is a data type which indicates that age is a integer type variable, and it only store integer type of variable. Means number can store in this age variable. Okay, and you can declare it like this. Okay, and to pipeline, and this thing are is called comment. Means this is not executed by the compiler, it is ignored. But it is why, so what we need to write here this thing, because for our understanding this is declared here, written here, but only need this thing, need to write this thing for program, or initialize, declare variable. This is our understanding what is going on with this line. Okay, so data types, Java has two categories of data types: primitive and reference. Primitive data types, int, double, char, boolean, etc., is primitive data types, and reference data types means classes of interfaces, arrays, etc. Okay, reference data types means which are user defined data type. Primitive data types means which are uh, uh, inbuilt data types. Okay, so int number 42, it is a primitive data type, and double price, it is a primitive data type, and char grade a, it is also a primitive data type. Literals are constant values that can be assigned to variables. For example, 42 is a numeric literals, and a is a character literals. Okay, int count is equals to 10, it is a 10 literal, and character first letter j, it is also literal. Type casting, typecasting involves converting a value from one data type to another. It can be implicitly automatic or explicit manual. Okay, int int value is equals to 42, and you can convert data type int to double. How can you do that? You can do that using this line, using this type. Okay, you want to convert int value into double, so you can do that using this line. Double value, it is a variable name where we store the double, 42 as a double value, and this is the return type double of this variable, and int value is the variable name of integer type. We provide that into it, or assign into double value, and return type would be double. Okay, then you can cast the type. Also, double to integer, you can also do that. For that, define double variable, and for casting that, int value is equals to int double value. Okay, real life example: imagine you are building an e-commerce application and you need to store information about products. You might use variables with different data types, such as int for the product id, string for the product name, double for the price, and so on. Okay, then now let me know. Okay, I don't have any kind of query. Let's go to the next topic, which is string. We need to say just next. Type next and enter. You can see here. Okay, my battery backup is 8. I'm using laptop to record this video, or not record. It is streaming this video. So I need to charge my laptop. First of all, I need to connect my laptop first. Okay, wait for some time, please. Okay, plug in कर यार चले plugged in हो गया. Now connect into it in our laptop for charging, and then switch on. USB not recognized. Where is okay? Charging is started. Now discuss this topic. Which is string. In Java, the string class is used to represent sequence of characters. It is means if you want to store one character, then you use char, and if you want to store a sentence or a paragraph, then you need to use string type. Okay, so this is the meaning of string. uh, String declaration. How can you declare a string? Strings can be declared and initialized using double quotes. Using double quotes, you need to declare the string variable, and which is here greeting, and the return type would be string. Okay, now string concatenation. How can you concatenate a string variable? So first of all, you need to use plus operator for concatenate to string. First of all, declare first name, it is a first string, and last name, it is a second string variable, and then full name, it is a third string, where you concatenate the string type of value stored. So first name plus double quotes, because first name is the variable name, which is this is, and plus means concatenate this thing, and here double quote space means the name would be space print in first name and last name, between one space into them, so that we use double quote and here have one space, then plus also, and then last name variable. So you can concatenate using this type. Okay, you need to print space, then you can print space like that using double quotes, and if you need to print variable, then you can assign variable, then you can just like that you can assign. Okay, string method. The string class provides numerous methods for string manipulation, such as length, char at, substring, to lowercase, to uppercase, equals, starts with, ends with, and more, many more. Okay, string text, Java programming, int length, text dot length, string method, string in a string variable, how what thing you can perform, This is called string method. You can find out this text string type of text value variable where have this value. You can find out the length of this value and using this variable and dot operator. Then you can char at 0 means in programming the position is started 0 1 2 like that. So 0 means the first position which will print the j value for that first name char if you print. Okay, then substrings mean text dot substring have 5 to 12. Cut the string and create a new substring. Okay, then immutable nature. Sorry for that. Okay, immutable nature means strings in Java are immutable, means their values cannot be changed once they are created. Operations on strings such as concatenation create new strings rather than modify string once. String original is hello, and if you want to modify it, then string modified. Here you can use this variable original variable and plus concatenate the next string. Here also you can declare a variable. Okay, then string pool. Java maintains a string pool, a pool of unique string. It iterates to optimize memory usage. String create thread using double quotes are automatically added to the pool. Pool means create string start hello added the to the string pool. String start to is equals to hello. It is also reuse the existing team string for the pool. Okay, real life example for that string topic. In a social media application, user profiles may contain information such as user's name, bio, and posts. Strings are used to store and manipulate this textual information. For example, concatenate the user's name and first name and last name to display their full name on their profile, like that. Also use Facebook, Google, Microsoft, all these companies are use this programming type of this type of implementation to store the string type of variables, and then they are displaying us in a textual format which concatenated. So we can't understand if I don't know the programming. Okay, so next move on to the next topic, which will be the operators and casting. Next, just type here next, then we will go to the next topic. So let's see what's going on there. So we use chat gpt for the explanation of Java topics. So here you can see operators and casting in Java. Oops. So let's read them or explain them. Okay. First of all, in Java, operators are symbols and that perform. Operators means these are the symbols that perform operations on variables and values. If you have some variables and values, then operators can perform their task of that variables or values. Okay, casting is the process of converting a value from one data type of another, one data type to another. Okay. Here are the key concepts related to operators and casting in Java. Automatic operators. Java supports standard arithmetic operators such as plus means addition, minus means subtraction, multiplication, star means multiplication, this slash means division, and this percentage means modulo. Modulo means the mm, mm, after doing the division, you have the remainder means remainder. Okay, modulo means remainder. Okay, next, int a is equals to 10, int b is equals to 3. So if you want to perform sum, then a and b using this plus operator, which is a symbol. Difference using minus operator, which is also a symbol. All operators are symbols and you can perform with them. Okay, operations. Okay, comparison operators. What do you mean by comparison operators? Let's see. Comparison operators such as equal to, not equal to, less than equal, greater than equal. These are comparison operators. Means compare variable in between variables, or between variables. Okay, here you can see int x is equals to 5, int y is equals to 8, boolean is equals to, here it is assignment operator. Equal means this operation result will store in is equal variable, and this is the, you can see double equal is the operator, which is comparison operator, which will compare x is equals to y, means x value is equal to y value is same or not. Okay, then not equal to x or y value is same or not, also here check, and then boolean is greater than x is greater than y or not, it is checked like this. Operators, comparison operators. Then logical operators include and, logical and, logical or, logical not, using these type of symbols, and or not, these type of symbols are used to combining and negating conditions. Okay, logical operators, these are called logical operators. So here one variable is boolean type. Condition 1 true and condition 2 is false. So result in result variable also a boolean variable. So condition 1 and condition 2, if these are true, then the result would be true, else or false. Okay, then another result, here you can say condition 1 or condition 2. If one of the condition is true, then the result would be true. Then not logical not operator. So here using this condition 1, if condition 1 is true, here in case of condition 1 is true, then the result would be false. It is the reverse of the existing result. Okay, then assignment operator. What is the assignment operator? Assignment operator such as assignment, plus equals to addition, assignment minus equals to, into equals to, divide equals to, modulo equals to, are used to assign values and perform operations in a consistent concise manner. Okay, int number is equals to 10, then num plus equals to 5 means number is equals to 10 plus 5. This is called uh, short method to initialize the value. Okay, number num is equals to num plus 5 means the first value is num 10, and now I want to add num plus 5 means 10 plus 5, which will be the, which will store into the num variable, and the value would be 15. 10 plus 5, 15. Okay, typecasting involves converting a value from one data type to another. There are two types of casting: implicit automatic and explicit manual. Typecasting, implicit typecasting, it is automatic. Int int value is equals to 42, which we will see in the previous and then double, it is manually. Double value is equals to 42. Then int value is equals to int, specify int type, and then the variable name. Okay, so real life examples, consider a scenario where you can developing a financial application. You might use arithmetic operators to calculate interest, comparison operators to evaluate investment options, and logical operators to determine eligibility for criteria financial products. So next, going on to the next topic in Java. Oops, just type here next, and our next topic is control of flow statement, where is selection statement and iteration statement. So next, enter, then see what is the content. You can see the content is coming from ChatGPT. After its completion we will discuss it. So let's discuss it. Control of flow, where two type of control flow: selection statement and iteration statement. In Java, control flow statements allow you to control the order in which statements are executed based on certain conditions or res- repetitions. Two primary categories of control flow statements are selection statement if else and iteration statements loops. Selection statements mean if else and iteration statements mean loops. Okay, so first of all, selection statement, if statement. So if statement allows you to execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true. Means int age is equals to 25, then if, then condition, if you want to create a if condition, then the structure would be like that. So first of all, if keyword, then age, then operator, comparison operator. Here we will discuss in the previous. So greater than equals to 18, age is greater than equals to 18 or not. Check if 18, then print this variable, you are eligible to vote. Age is 25, so here check age is greater than 18 or not. 18 25 greater than 18, so you can vote, the result would be print. Then if else statement. If else statement, what is if else statement? The if else statement allows you to create execute one block of code if the condition is true and another block if it is false. Means int score is equals to 85, then score greater than is equals to 90 or not. No, the score is 85, and here check 90 is greater than equals to score is greater than equals to 90 or not. No, the condition is false. So this statement, if under if condition, this statement excellent is not printed, but instead of what will print, instead of print this else statement, which is good job. Okay, then else if statement, it is a ladder of if statement, else if, which is called else if. So first of all, int marks is equals to 75, and if marks greater than equals to, you can check several conditions, I mean many conditions. If you have more than one condition, then you use this statement which is called else if statement. If you have one condition, you can then you use if statement or if else statement. And if you have many conditions, then you can use you need to use the if else if ladder statement. Okay, here first of all, check first condition, which is if under if marks greater than equals to 90 or not. 75 marks, so it is false. Then else if, check the second condition, which is marks greater than equals to 80 or not. Marks is 75, so this is also false. Then check the next condition, which is marks greater than equals to 70 or not. Yes, the marks is greater than equals to 70 because the marks is 75, and we will check greater than 70 or not. Okay, it is greater than, so printed the C grade here, and only one statement will print here under this all the statements. Which condition will true, then the statement will print. Okay, only one. Iteration statement means looping statement. In the looping statement, for loop, first of all, for loop, the for loop is used to iterating over a sequence of values or executing a block of code a specific number of times. For int I is equals to 1, int less than equals to 5, I plus plus. Same, this is the initialization or condition of for the for loop. Okay, first of all, the variable is declared here I is equals to 1, then check condition I greater than equals to 5 or not. Then go to the this statement, print the this statement, then comes to this type plus I plus plus, then check also the condition, then if condition is true, then print the statement, then also check also uh, plus the uh, variable, then check also the condition, then print the statement. This type is going to loop in a loop, so it is called looping statement. Okay, then and in this loop you can see iteration plus I means iteration 1, iteration 2, like that it is print iteration 5, 1 to 5 print. Okay, while loop, the while loop repeats a block of code while a specified condition is true. It is syntax or structure is different. In for loop we initialize in one place all the things, initialization, condition, and plus plus. And but in the case of while loop, we first of all initialize the variable inside the outside the while loop, and then check the condition using while uh, keyword, that count greater than 3, count less than 3. যতক্ষণ অব্দি whenever the count is less than 3, then print this statement, which is count plus concatenate string concatenate, which is count and plus count variable. Okay, and then plus the count plus plus. Okay, count variable. So first of all check the condition, come into that statement print, and then plus plus, then going to the next step is check the condition, then print, then plus plus, then also check the condition. So like this it is going to a loop, so it is also a loop. Then do while loop. In do while loop is similar to while loop, but it uh, guarantees that the block of code is executed at least once at the condition is checked after the loop body. First of all, this loop is not checking condition in the first of all it is print a statement, then it is check the condition. If you have this type of requirement, first of all you need to print something, then you need to check, then if the condition is right, then also you can print that variable. So this type of cases you can use do while loop. Okay, for how can you declare do while loop or use do while loop? First of all you need to initialize the variable outside of that loop, and then using do keyword you in this braces, curly braces, you need to print write the statement what you want to print, and then you need to plus plus the variable, then you need to in while keyword, using while keyword you need to check the condition that x less than equals to 5, then it is also print the 1 to 5 value of x 1, value of x 2, like that it is going to 1 to 5. So real life example, let's see what is the real life example. consider a scenario where you are developing a quiz application. The if-else statement can be used to determine if the answer provided by the user is correct or not. The for or while loop can be used to iterate through a set of questions. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, which will be the command line argument. What is the topic? Command line argument. Let's discuss it. For that, we need to write here next and then hit enter. So you can see here the content is generated for us to study. Command line argument. In Java, command line arguments provide a way to pass information to a program when it is run from the command line. These arguments are passed passed at strings to the main method of the program. Here's how you can work with command line arguments in Java. Command line example. So first of all, main method signature, which is the main method is the entry point of a Java program. It can accept an array of strings as its parameter, representing the command line arguments. Means public class command line example, public static void main strings, code to handle command line example arguments. Okay, then ascending accessing command line arguments. The command line arguments are stored in the args array and you can access them by their index. Okay, in this main function, um, strings args accessing the first command line argument. String first arg is equals to args array 0, 0th position of that array. System.out.println first argument plus concatenate the argument variable here, first argument variable. Then checking the command line argument count. Before accessing the command line argument, it's essential to check if there are enough arguments to void array index out of bounds exception. Okay, public class command line example, public static void main string args. This is the structure of Java programming, executing started from main function. So here checking if there are at least two command line arguments or not. If args dot length less than equals to 2, then string arg1 is equals to args 0th position in the array, and string args2 is equals to args1 position of that array. System.out.println arguments plus arguments arg1 and arg2 variable using concatenated method. Then else system.out.println insufficient arguments, there are not coming that arguments, so insufficient arguments, this line is printed. Running a Java program with command line arguments, you can, when running a Java program from the command line, you can provide command line arguments after the program's less class name. Okay, when running a Java program from the command line, you can provide command line arguments after the program's class name. Okay, Java, our class name is command line example. You can see here our class name is command line example. So command line example, and we will pass here, we are passing the two variable, which is variable arguments, which called arguments, arg1 arg2, which is these things, arg1 arg2. Okay, then in this example arg1 and arg2 are the command line arguments. Real life example, imagine you are building a file processing tool that expects the file path and operations operation type as command line arguments. The program can then read, write, or manipulate file based on the provided arguments. Okay. Now lets me know ChatGPT asks ask that lets me know already you are ready for some questions related to the topic we have covered. Okay, we are covered all the topics. Our this is our end topic. Here is command line argument. You can see here command line argument is our next topic in unit 1. So we will cover it. We are covered it. So now the step is questions of this topic. So let's check what we are learned in this video. So for that, next. Okay, great. Before we move on to the questions, what is trailing in the chat GPT? Let's see. Okay, before we move on to the next the questions, let's do a quick recap of the topics we have covered. What topic we are covered in our conversation? Let's recap revision of that topics. Okay, introduction to Java. Java is a versatile object oriented programming language known for its platform independence. It uses the Java virtual machine JVM for execution. Java virtual machine or JVM is an essential component that interprets pre- Java bytecode, providing platform independent and in enabling the right ones run anywhere philosophy. Okay, object oriented principles. Java is an object oriented language emphasizing principles like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. Objects and classes are blueprints for creating objects which are instances of those classes. Objects encapsulate data, attributes, and methods functions. Okay, Java keywords are reserved words with specific meaning controlling the flow, access, and behavior in Java programs. Variable data types and literals in Java. Variables store data, and each has a specific data type. Literals literals are constant value assigned to variables. Okay, literals are constant value assigned to variables. Then strings is the string class represents sequence of characters providing methods for string manipulation, operators and casting. Operator and casting. What is the operator and casting? Operators platform operations on variables, and casting is used to convert values between data types. Okay, control of flow, selection statement and iteration statement. Selection statement is if else statement, switch eglо these things, and iteration statement for while do while these things. Control statement in Java. Command line arguments allow input to a Java program from the command line passed as string to the main method. Okay, now if you are ready, I will proceed with some questions related to the to these topics. Each question will be in the form of multiple choice or short answer question. Let's get started. Okay, started. Next. Okay, let's go into the next topic, which is the questions. uh, okay, here is the some questions. What is the primary response of the Java virtual machine? Primary response, Java virtual machines. Primary response is create graphical user interface to manage databases, to execute Java bytecode, to compile Java source code. JVM, Java Virtual Machine. It is B. I think this is B, to execute Java bytecode, because JVM is convert bytecode into native machine code. So one we select B option. Okay, then let's see 2. Which of the following is not an object-oriented principle in Java? Java inheritance is a object-oriented programming approach. Encapsulation, it is also object-oriented programming approach. Polymorphism, it is also object-oriented programming. Oops. Okay. Modularity, it is not a object-oriented programming, because we study in the previous. Okay. 2C. Number 2 have the C option is the answer. Then number 3, in Java, what is a class? Class, a data type, a sequence of character, a blueprint for objects, a arithmetic operator. It is class is not a data type. It is a sequence of characters, a blueprint for objects. It is C, the right answer for 3. Question 3, C is the right answer, because a blueprint for objects. Blueprint for object class. C, 3C. So here write the answer 3 for C option. Then short question answer. First of all, check this one is right or wrong. Okay, here you can see uh, modularity. The correct answer is modularity, not one of the core object oriented programming in Java. The correct answer is C. Okay, this is also a correct answer. Modularity is not one of the core object oriented principle in Java. Okay, and then what is the primary data? This is also a right answer, and this is also blueprint of objects. Okay, now move on to the next. uh, 6 and 7 will provide feedback. Feel free to provide your answer for questions 4, 5, 6 and 7. 3, this is the fourth answer. Explain the concept of encapsulation in object oriented programming. Your response here. Okay, object oriented encapsulation. Let's, for number 4, the question answer is ENCA, encap, TU, CAP, TU, LA, TION, encapsulation. So encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation. It is a method where we where CLA, class and objects are um, encapsulated together for for providing providing more security, security to um, that CLS class, CLS class data members. Okay. Mm, which 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 will not ACCE directly access DIRECTLY from the outside of that CLA class. Okay, this is for four answer. Excellent. Okay, you have highlighted the key concept that encapsulation involves binding data, class members, and methods into a single unit class to restrict direct access from outside the class. This helps in providing security and maintaining the integrity of the class internal state. Well done. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, five number question. What is provide an example of a Java keyword and briefly explain its purpose. Java keyword. Okay, Java keyword means reserved keywords. Okay, number it is five number question. Its answer is Java keyword is like um, one many things are there. So we take if. Okay, if is an if is if is a Java reserved keyword reserved keyword keyword. If is a Java reserved keyword, mm, and uh, through this, mm, we can check conditions, mm, and BACD based on that CONDITION PROVIDSTATMENT statement. Okay, number five answer. A great explanation. If the if keyword is indeed a function fundamental part of Java for conditional execution, if allows it allows you to specify a block of code to be executed if a certain condition is true. It's a crucial element for controlling the flow of your program based on different solutions. Well done. Now next question is six number question, which is this: how would you declare uh, and initialize a variable of type? How you would declare and initialize a variable of type double in Java? How you would declare and initialize a variable in type double in Java? Declare and initialize. Okay, number six question. Number six. Okay, this type of six. DOU double, PLUE value is equals to 5.0. Okay, this is I declare and initialize like this. Okay, also this is right. Then the next question, can I do that? Suppose you have a Java program that expects two command line arguments representing the width and height of a rectangle. How would you access and use these values in your program? Uh, I okay. So this is the question testing and testing our knowledge, what we take from this lecture. from ChatGPT. And this is the end of this tutorial, or we cover the unit 1. So in the next streaming video we will cover the unit 2, where we will see classes and inheritance, using final keyword, abstraction class, more details about object oriented programming. For that, subscribe our channel if you want to learn more like this type of things, and this type of topics for exam purpose and your learning purpose. Also like this video if this is helpful, and please comment if you understand or not. Thanks for watching. So